Hey gang, Cheri here, and welcome to this edition of Travel Talk. Welcome everyone. Happy Saturday. Hope you're having a fantastic weekend. We have such an exciting show for you today. Today is the Live Place Cruise-a-thon. So we are going all day from 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. Eastern this morning to 11 tonight. So tune in to all the fantastic channels we have on the lineup. Thank you all so much for coming. I'll just say hi really quickly to Blaine with Raley Creative Travel. Welcome. Griswold family, Will Cooper, Sailing Away with T&K, Nick J. Welcome everyone. Big fan, big Disney fan. Everyone, Cruisers. Jonathan Short, everyone, thank you so much. Thank you for coming. Magnificent Germany with Darren. Welcome. See the World with Chris. Welcome. Us and More. Puppy the Cat. Hey guys, we have a fantastic show for you today. So you are going to love my special guest. So stay tuned. There's Lucy from MGM. You did awesome this morning. Congratulations on your live. And so all of my moderators can go ahead and drop the links for the Live Place Cruise-a-thon. You can go ahead and put, the people's times and the links to their channel. And I'd sure appreciate that. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm going to do a little house cleaning here. I'm going to tweet it out. So please share it out to Facebook, Twitter, whatever you have. Share out the stream so we can grow our awesome Sunsets Ohana. So I thank you all so much for coming. For those of you who are not familiar with me, I am a travel advisor from the St. Louis area. And this is Travel Talk. We get together every Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern to talk about all kinds of vacation, cruise, and Disney news, plus deals, travel tips, all kinds of fun things, and special guests like we have today. But today we are celebrating the liveplace.com. So if you are not familiar with the liveplace.com, you got to check it out. Okay, so I'll read you a little bit about the Live Place. Dean wrote this. I just want to read it to you real quick. So the Live Place is your TV guide to family-friendly live streamers. It's at theliveplace.com, and they provide a schedule of live streaming events every day. You can find your areas of interest, Disney, cruising, NFL, etc., and follow your favorite live streaming channels. So their goal is to promote live streamers to a whole new, as a whole new form of entertainment to people. Unlike watching TV, live streaming is so personal, and, we can all just, relate to each other and talk to each other and hang out, and it's so much fun. So Dean just recently added a new category to the Live Place with cruising. So we have all kinds of cruise channels on there, so go check it out. If you put cruise in the search, you'll see all of the cruise live streamers and their weekly live stream schedules, so check it out. Thank you guys so much for coming. Hello to Shauna Short and everyone that's just joining. So as I said, I have a very, very special guest for you today. You're going to absolutely love this guest of mine. She has been my strategic account manager through Royal Caribbean for the last couple of years. And I am so excited to introduce to you Lauren Bode. Hello, Lauren.
Hi, Cheri.
Welcome.
I'm excited to be here today. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely, my pleasure. We have been trying to get this together for quite some time, so I'm super excited to finally have you on so you can talk about all the fun things going on at Royal. But first, let's know a little bit more about Lauren. Tell me about yourself and how you got started with Royal Caribbean.
Oh, I love answering this question. So I grew up here in St. Louis. I actually just went over to Lindenwood University in St. Charles for anyone who knows over there, it's absolutely wonderful. I, as every graduate of college does, I went to go work for Enterprise for a little while, and then I actually went to Orlando and worked for Disney World for quite a while.
We have a lot of Disney fans in that.
Yes. I am with you on the loving Disney. I am right there, which I think is why Royal Caribbean is so tight-knitted with Disney in terms of who likes to go. So I'm so excited to present to you what we're going to talk about today. And I just noticed, Cheri, that we are matching shirts, the color.
We're matchy today.
We are. Definitely wasn't planned, but I love it.
You have Coco Key, and I have St. Martin, which is where we went when we went on the Oasis of the Seas.
See, I knew it. I knew it. Awesome.
So go ahead and share with us a little bit about Royal and what they have cooking right now.
Yes, so Royal Caribbean right now has so much happening. I know that right now, we're just not sailing, which is really sad. But we are going to come back better than ever, which is just absolutely more than we could hope for, after these times. Something that we're really excited about is for anyone who has ever cruised before, you're very familiar with the worst part of every trip, and that is the muster drill. It takes that time at the beginning. You hear that really just unpleasant sound, and then you go stand somewhere for about 45 minutes. It is not fun for you. It's not fun for anyone you're traveling with. So something that we actually, before these unprecedented times, we had this in the works. So whenever this kind of happened, they expedited what they were doing, and now we have Muster 2.0, which I know we're so excited about it. So the Muster 2.0 will really give you and your family the ability to do the muster drill, but on your own time that first day. So if you are having dinner or getting some food and that muster drill happens, you don't have to drop everything and go. It is going to be all from your phone. Wow. And it'll be all through the app. I know, right? It's so exciting. And then if you don't have a smartphone or traveling with someone who doesn't have a smartphone, not a problem. It can all be done through the interactive TV. Mm-hmm. And what this really helps with is, especially when you have children or just kind of maybe want to know more about the muster drill in general, or, how to really properly work a life jacket, you have the ability to sit there with the crew members and just talk with them and get a little bit more personal and learn a little bit more about the ship that maybe you wouldn't have the ability to before.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah, I love talking to the crew and getting to know them, and that's all part of the cruising experience.
It is. And let me tell you, I cannot wait to go back to Perfect Day at Coco Cay, which is something that I am going to be talking about today. This is one of my favorite places I have ever been, which says I'm even getting goosebumps talking about it right now. I love it so much. So I can't wait to talk with everybody about it.
Absolutely. So hold that thought for just a second. I'm going to try to share my screen here, and we are going to I'm going to introduce to everyone, if I can. Let me see if I can. No, let's see. No, I'll figure it out. But we have the group cruise going in January 24th of 2021, and it's going to Perfect Day at Coco Cay. So we're going there in Labadee, Haiti. It's going to be a blast. So if anybody wants any information on that, make sure and contact me after the live stream, and I will definitely get you information on that. So I know you have something to share with us, Lauren.
I do.
Whenever you're ready, go ahead.
All right. I am ready.
All right. So go ahead and share screen at the bottom.
That's my fault.
No worries. I'm watching for you. This is all new technology for us, folks. So
Technology in general now is so crazy.
just got to roll with it.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and add this to the stream, and then we're going to make it big. Okay. All right, Lauren, go ahead and take the floor.
Perfect. Okay, so again, we are going to go over today just a few basic things of what makes Royal Caribbean, as well as whenever we do start cruising again, what you can expect when it comes to what ships are going to be rocking and rolling during that time. And I did have like a little bit of a talk track right here, but I was way too excited and shared the muster drill before whenever we were talking with Cheri. So let's go ahead and kind of get on into it.
Sure.
So why book with a travel partner such as Cheri at Awesome Sunsets? They are real people. You are talking to an individual who has been on, multiple different types of travel adventures. They know exactly what, to expect whenever you go, especially if you've never been somewhere like trying a Royal Caribbean cruise or really just anywhere in the world. They will have that first-hand experience of how to walk you and your family and make sure that you guys have the best trip you could possibly imagine. Something really great is that they advocate for you. I mean, just take COVID, for example. Something that we really saw during these COVID times is, the wait times kind of going up at not only us, but, across all travel vendors. And something that they did is they did those hold lines for you. If they didn't like something that they were presented from the travel vendor, they said, no, my client deserves better than that. And it's just something that you can't get if you book direct. I'm a massive fan of what your travel agent brings to you. I mean, they know a great deal when they see one. They know if they should hold off or, kind of wait until a little bit later. And they also have the ability to, if a price does go down, you don't have to continue to check that each day. They do that for you. They literally are hands down a great way to go. And Cheri, of all people, is amazing at all of these things and can really assist you in making sure that, while I would much rather it be on a Royal Caribbean cruise, but no matter where you travel, you know that she will be able to take care of you from beginning to end.
Absolutely.
As honestly, I love travel partners. You guys, and working with Cheri, I just want to point out, has been fantastic. It was really funny because right before COVID hit, we actually went together to go get some Mexican food, and we were like, oh, it'll blow over.
It'll all blow over in a few weeks. It'll be all right.
Definitely didn't, which is really sad because I was so excited. But we also, the Muster 2.0 drill came as part of our healthy sailing healthy to service. Oh, goodness, guys. Sorry, I haven't had as much coffee as I usually have today. But we are super excited because what Healthy Sail Panel is we teamed up with Norwegian Cruise Lines and we assembled a talented team of experts tasked with reviewing and developing a comprehensive and multifaceted set of enhanced health and safety protocols to support the cruise industry's safe operational return. Something that I don't think that everyone quite understands is that cruising, once we get back on the water, will absolutely be one of the safest ways to travel. You have, we don't really know what getting on the ship is going to look like and the protocols that all come with that. But what we know is that there's going to be screening. We have 2 of our own private islands in the Caribbean. So while, other ports, however the world looks during that time, if we can go in or not, we have 2 private islands that are owned by Royal Caribbean. So we dictate who gets on and off the ship. And we're not going to have additional ships come on. And if it is, it's going to be another Royal Caribbean ship. We have large ships to where we can make social distancing so important on our ships too. So we're really hoping that with this healthy sail panel, we'll have more of a definite answer about how the protocols are going to be on board, how the buffets are going to look, hopefully here within the next month. So if you kind of are wondering a little bit more about it, reach out to Cheri and let her know, so that way she can keep you updated whenever we get more of a definite answer of how that's going to look.
Absolutely, yes.
I just honestly, if this healthy sail panel, it makes me so proud to be part of Royal Caribbean, because we never let safety, like we don't, oh shoot, I forgot, they we had an internal call and they said it in the perfect way. So I'll remember by the end of this, bear with me.
Yeah, I mean, Royal is really leading in making safety first. Absolutely.
Absolutely. And it's just so exciting.
It really is.
And a little about Royal Caribbean is we really adhere to 3 things that makes us royal. So we explore the world. So you see the world with Royal Caribbean. We visit nearly 300 ports of call throughout the world in some of the most breathtaking locations. So from the rugged beauty of Alaska, Canada, New England, to the charm of Europe, there's lush landscapes in Mexico, Caribbean, as well as the Panama Canal, Bermuda, Bahamas. Really, the list is endless of the locations that we visit. We inspire adventure. So we welcome those adventure seekers. We not only want you to see the world, but experience it too. So cruisers will have the opportunity to choose from a variety of diverse worldwide excursions for families, foodies, action adventures, and culture seekers. If you have a super niche that you like, I guarantee that we have a excursion for you. And then we really take pride in delivering world-class service. We really want to make sure that our guests on board are handled from the moment they come on the ship, or even during the process of checking in, to whenever they leave. I cannot tell you that, coming from, as you Disney lovers know, coming from Walt Disney World, I had a very high expectation when it came to service. It was really hard to go anywhere and not expect that Disney service.
Mm-hmm.
And ladies and gentlemen, I found it here. And I really wish that I was over exaggerating when I tell you that. But there were so many opportunities that they had on board to where they could have said yes and let it go. But they really, and not even knowing that I was an employee, went above and beyond to make sure that I felt welcome. We have a place called Hooked Seafood on board, which I am just personally, I've never really been a fan of seafood, and it makes me very scared to try it. And the waiter, oh my gosh, he was so patient with me, but all of my workers wanted to go. So I wasn't going to be the Debbie Downer that said, let's not go. So we went, and he was so patient with me, and he brought me out this sampler platter of all the appetizers that they had, and then walked me through each of the entrees that were provided and was like, okay, this is going to taste like this. Do you like, and then he just walked me through it and then brought me something out. And it was the surf and turf. And so he brought me out extra steak in case I didn't like the fish. I just thought, I know. And then he brought me a compliment because I didn't have the beverage package. But so he brought me out a complimentary beverage too. I was like, how amazing is that? And that just warmed my heart. And I swear, every time I have the ability to talk about our service on board, I bring up that moment because it was something that I absolutely will never forget.
Absolutely. And lots of examples just like that. I'm sure a lot of people in the chat have had too.
Yes. And that makes me, again, like, it just warms my heart knowing that they have, like, our group members have touched so many people and remembering the Royal Caribbean experience.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing we take pride in is our innovative ships. For everyone that has traveled Royal Caribbean before, I'm sure most of these things in this picture and activities look very familiar to you. So we aren't going to go in depth about a lot of the ships that we have, but we are going to talk about what you can find on them. So all of our ships have common features that really make us Royal Caribbean. So you're going to find a rock wall, Broadway style theater. We are the only cruise line that has Tony Award winning Broadway shows on our ships. We have hairspray. It makes me so excited. I actually have not sailed on Symphony of the Seas yet, but I do just so I can see hairspray.
Yeah.
I'm just itching to get back on. I was going to go this year, but with the world the way that it is. And we have Cats. We have Saturday Night Fever. I mean, we have a boatload just waiting for you guys to fill those seats to see. We're going to have amazing pools on board, Adventure Ocean Youth Center. And if you have children age 17 and under, we have a program for them. What's amazing about this program is that it divides all the ages into 2 to 3 years. What this allows our staff to do is really curate activities to make sure that the children are having the best time that they can. And that way you don't have a 9-year-old hanging out with a 14-year-old trying to do a science experiment for a 4-year-old.
Right.
So it really tailors and curates activities for that age. Whenever we're talking about, like 15 and above, it's not going to be so much curated as it's going to be kind of that lounge that you see right there. It's going to be more of a hangout. There's a video game, so they won't be able to, say that they miss playing their video games. It's there for them. And then we have a sports court, which you can easily play basketball, soccer. They have some really fun relay races that they do on the sports court too. And then our buffet Windjammer will be on every ship. Again, we don't know how that's going to look like moving forward. We just know that it's still going to be there. You're going to find the Comedy Club and Casino Royale. I have lost a pretty penny in the Casino Royale, but I haven't gave up yet. I am a sucker for slot machines, and there are plenty on there. We have lots of tables to choose from, too. So the fact that it's just a walk away is it's very dangerous. And then we have a conference center on each ship that we have on board. And what's great about the conference center is that if you have like a group that you want to take that's really tailored, we've hosted sewing clubs before. We've hosted like jiu-jitsu clubs before. Really, we've hosted so many types of things. So if you're part of a group or part of maybe a study group, we have the space to assist your group in multifaceted ways. And then also, we're always going to have a vitality, fitness, and spa, which, believe me, whenever I walked on the Oasis ship for the very first time and I was taking my tour and I saw the fitness center that the Oasis of the Seas had, my jaw dropped and I was like, why is this so big? I was like, do people work out on vacation and I'm just missing something? No, but it's absolutely fantastic. And they were in different rooms, like that spinning room that you see, that's actually in the ship and they have classes. And there's also, like I said, the spa, which again blew me away with how large it was and how much room was in there. So best believe that whenever I got back from my tour, I went through and saw what spa offers there were, and that will be on my next cruise. Absolutely.
Me too. I just want to hang out in the spa the whole time.
Me too. And the music they were playing was, I was just relaxed and I was walking through. I can't imagine just actually being there and taking it all in.
Yeah.
And then we also have a lifestyle that we like to go by. So again, we talked about the Broadway entertainment, but what you see in that little upper left-hand corner is going to be our aqua theater. Our aqua theater is, I don't even know a good word for it, Cheri. Do you? It's unreal.
Well, Yeah, it is. It is mind-boggling and terrifying all at the same time.
I know, you kind of get scared for them
I
because
do.
they jump off, I mean, the highest part of the structure and dive and do flips into this really not large pool, but it's so deep.
And this is all while the ship is in the middle of the ocean, guys.
Yes.
It's just
Mm-hmm.
amazing.
Yeah, the cool thing is like you said, as you're sailing and the show is going on, you have the most beautiful backdrop of the ocean while you're watching this show. It's so cool.
Oh, I know. I know. You just see the trail behind the ship as all this is happening. And it's just like, I hold my breath just talking about it, when I was there, it was like holding my breath and just watching, it just blew me away.
Right. And it was really funny because I had like a 4-week kind of obsession with the show. I've never seen it in person, but I just kept on watching YouTube videos and YouTube videos.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was going through it and I found a woman who is one of the artists on this. She does all the flips and stuff. And so now I follow her all the time. And whenever I see a really cool video she does about working on the ship, I have to watch it. So if you haven't seen anything like that on YouTube, I highly recommend kind of Googling the show and see what we're kind of talking about.
If I remember right, they had the TV screens on either side, and they would bring each performer up, and they had their names and their pictures and where they were from and how long they've been doing this and all that. And then at the very bottom, it did have their like Twitter or whatever. It had their social media, so you can follow these folks. Yeah.
Yeah, and I highly recommend it because it's just phenomenal to see that. And then we have our signature activities. And what you see right there is called our Ultimate Abyss. It is a 10-story slide that takes you from the pool and deck area all the way down to our boardwalk area. And it went quicker than I expected whenever I first wrote it. What's really cool about it too is it's not just dark as you go through. They have these amazing lights, and because the Ultimate Abyss is basically this massive purple fish, that it's basically and the slide is a tongue. It's swallowing you, quote unquote.
It's so cool you hear people just see. I mean, it's amazing to see.
It is, and you hear it like swallowing you as you're going down with all the lights that come with it. So if you have the ability to go on it, I cannot tell you how much fun it was. Yeah. And the dining, ladies and gentlemen, the dining, we are known for how great our food is on board. And if you gave me another 2 hours, I could go through all the dining with you because it's so good. Whether it's the complimentary or our signature locations, the specialty dining, we have it all. And most of it on board is going to be complimentary. If you have the ability to go on our ships, there's 2 that are my favorite. It's called El Loco Fresh, which is a Mexican complimentary restaurant. And so good. It's so good. You can get quesadillas, burritos, just simple tacos. I honestly, I'm getting hungry just talking about this. But they also have just like little baskets of chip that you can go up and grab. And so I did that a little too much during the vacation, but that's what it's for, right? Yeah. And they have this salsa bar. And the amount of guacamole that they had was right there, and no extra cost for the guacamole, which was really cool.
Wow.
I always like to throw that in because everywhere it's extra for the guac. So, and then we also have Sorrento's Pizza on board, and Sorrento's, we spent millions of dollars on Sorrento's Pizza to make sure that we did it right.
We could not pass Sorrento's without stopping and getting a slice. You just can't do it. It's against the rules.
And you smell it as you're walking by, and you're like, okay, well, there's only 3 people in line. I'm gonna go get one.
No, you never had to wait. I mean, you just walk up and within 2 minutes you've got pizza and salad or whatever you want. It's just right there.
Can't get enough of that. And they had, don't judge me, I'm one of those people that love pineapple on their pizzas. And so they even had that for me as well. So I am hooked.
Let us know, pineapple or no pineapple. Let us know.
Yes, I would love to see a consensus on that. And then we have lounges and nightlife. So that picture you see there is called the Bamboo Room. The Bamboo Room is a pretty new concept to Royal Caribbean. What's really cool about it is it's more of those artisanal drinks. So it is going to take, a few more seconds for the bartenders to get those out because they are those specialty artistic drinks. They have an amazing pineapple one. So if you're, on a ship and going that way, and I wish I remembered the name. I just remembered it as the pineapple one. It probably was because I had a little too many. I couldn't remember the name, but that's how good they were.
Oh.
And then kids and teens, very similar to what we talked about before with Adventure Ocean. Adventure Ocean, I kid you not, the children, whenever they are met by their parents to get picked up for dinner, cry because they don't want to leave their new friends. I know. And I've heard this multiple times and not just on one occasion. That's how much the children love it. And I think it really is too, just because we specialize so much in it. And our crew members in Adventure Ocean, each one of them has to have a 4-year education degree. It can't be any other degree. It will have to be like in social care, education, something to where it is children related. So you know that you're not sending your children someone with myself who has a marketing degree. They are specialized and certified.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. And Oasis of the Seas, they actually revamped Adventure Ocean. So if you do cruise anytime soon or looking into it, look into Oasis of the Seas Adventure Ocean and see how amazing it looks. They have their own little theater with these really cute like little beanbag chairs, and it's huge. It's so big. So they said that what they were seeing is that all the children love putting on their own plays for their parents and for their friends, and it gets used just so much in that way. And I was like, my heart can't handle that.
Yeah.
It really can't. And then accommodations. We have something for everyone, whether you're a family that likes interior or you're someone who really likes to go all out in our suites. And really cool about some of our interior rooms is it's a virtual interior. So you basically see what is happening outside live, but with an interior room. So it's almost like having a balcony. And it's not pre-recorded video. It is live video. So you can, isn't that cool?
That's amazing.
It is. And then of course our private destinations that we'll go into a little bit more depth, pools and outdoor amenities, which our Flow Rider is absolutely phenomenal. It's on, I think, every single one of our ships. And just being able to surf, or for me, maybe boogie board on my knees because I'm really scared of falling. But it's so much fun. And then, of course, as always, unsurpassed service. I cannot get enough of our crew members on board.
Oh, I tell you what, when we were on the Oasis, it seemed like every time we would leave our room, we would come back and everything was spotless again. I mean, seriously. And the funny part about it is we never saw him do it. It was like magic. It's like it just appears, all clean, and it just blew us away. The service is just phenomenal.
That makes me so happy because you're right. It's almost like you don't see them come in.
No.
And it's all of a sudden you look and it's clean and tidy and you're like, I definitely did not leave it like this.
No.
All right, so we are going to go over 2 ships, just a very, very brief overview to give you kind of an idea of what to expect. So we did something called an amplification process, which we took our ships that kind of need a little bit of love, a little bit of a lift, if you would like to call it that, and we added some new things to it and really gave it the love that it deserved. So escape rooms are huge right now. People cannot get enough of our escape rooms on board. And the perfect storm. Oh, I cannot wait to go into our escape room. It does book up very quickly, and it's something that you need to pre-do. But again, Cheri can help you and walk you through how that all works. And the laser tag. I don't know about your family, but whenever my family, we went to Branson a few years ago, and my brother is 6 years older than me, and my sister is 6 years younger than me.
Oh, wow.
We went so hard in laser tag. And my poor mom and dad were just sitting waiting for us to, get it over with. So whether they are young or, grown children, laser tag is very popular on our ships.
So fun.
I know. Makes me... I just need to sail again anytime soon. It's great. And then we have the bamboo room, which was added to Mariner of the Seas that we talked about, and Perfect Storm. Perfect Storm, I'm so excited about because it's like these 2 water slides that are brand new to our ships. And they, like, some of them kind of go over the edge. Oh, yeah, you see it right there in that picture. They kind of go over the edge off of there. So it kind of gives you that extra little thrill with it, too.
Nice.
Yes. And Mariner of the Seas will be going out of Port Canaveral, and it's a short sailing, and it goes to Perfect Day. And I saw a comment before, and I'm sorry I didn't write down your name because I went too fast, but you said that you were looking into a sailing that had 2 stops at Perfect Day, and we have so many of those. And you'll understand if you don't know what Perfect Day is. Just wait. I have the perfect slides to show you.
Ooh, we're so looking forward to it.
I know. And then Navigator of the Seas. This was my first ever cruise ship. And I have such a warm heart towards it. We have so many things that we added. And this was actually Navigator of the Seas. This Hooked was the one I was talking about, where they were so sweet to me. They gave me that complimentary beverage. The lime and coconut is phenomenal. The lime and coconut is something that we did add to Navigator of the Seas. It is 3 stories on our pool deck.
Wow.
3 stories on our pool deck. Just that alone right there. It has beverages on the very top. They're going to have some snacks that you can have. On floor 2, again, if you do go, we have a frozen rosé machine. We like to call frosé. So if you go, please let us know how they are. My boss told me we had them, and then I forgot, and I really wish I didn't because rosé is my favorite. But that's going to be on my list next time. We have the Blaster and Riptide. And again, as you see in that photo, those slides are brand new. I mean, Navigator just got the perfect little amount of love that, not little, it was a really large amount of love. But we wanted to make sure that with our short Caribbean cruises, you guys weren't getting, ships that were outdated, so to say. We really wanted to make sure that whenever you go on a Royal Caribbean cruise, whether it be short or long, you're getting the nook and crannies and really the experiences and activities that you would find on some of our Oasis class ships. We wanted to make sure that you had the best time that you possibly can.
Wonderful.
And then Playmakers, I don't know why I waited to talk about Playmakers until last, because Playmakers is absolutely... I have a lot of favorite places on the ships, as you can probably tell. But Playmakers just kind of goes above and beyond. It is an a la carte location, so it is not an included item. But we're talking really low prices. And you get to watch your sports at sea. So when I went last May, for anybody who is a Blues fan, we were in the Stanley Cup last year.
Go
I
Blues!
know. And I was really bummed because I thought I wasn't going to be able to watch the games at sea. I was like, I was just so heartbroken.
Right.
And then I realized, I was like, okay, what if Playmakers has it? So, wouldn't you know it, I went there because they have these amazing Playmakers fries, and they're really inexpensive. I think they're $4 for a basket. And I was looking at, they have a list of all the live sports that will be playing. And wouldn't you know it, on there, Stanley Cup. So I met a whole lot of other people that were Blues fans that night, and it was a blast. Just those experiences, I cannot say enough how much of a difference it makes.
Amazing, yes.
So talking of, our private islands and our short Caribbean, we have 2 private islands down in the Caribbean, which is absolutely fantastic. We have Labadee, Haiti, as well as Perfect Day at Coco Cay. So there's really nowhere quite like Labadee, where you can change an adrenaline rush on an alpine coaster 1 minute, do some sun soaking the next. That's all right in the middle of rolling jungles, sparkling beaches, and the trek up the mountaintop to catch some serious air on the world's largest zip line over water. And I have a picture of that, don't worry.
Nice.
It's so exciting, called that Dragon's Breath Flight Line. And there's also these like really fun iceberg setups that the children can play at in the middle. And if you look at the picture, you can kind of see it in the very up middle right type of thing. Okay. But that's our aqua park. Arwar. I mispronounce it every time, aqua park, but it is so much fun. And then you can't forget about Labadoozy, which is their signature drink. Oh. We also have 7 neighborhoods to go along with Labadee as well. So no matter what your preference is, Labadee will have that for you. And something really cool about our private islands, not only Labadee as you see there, but at Perfect Day, is we dock there. We no longer have to tender into either one of our private islands. Woo-hoo! So can you think of how beneficial that's going to be in like our new normal, not to have to social distance on a tender? Yes. That's huge.
In today's environment, that is going to be so key. And everybody talks about the bubble, you get to stay in that Royal Caribbean bubble,
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely true. It's one of those things to where it just makes it that much more worth it, because that everyone on each island has been tested that day, pretty much. Like, that you are safe going into an island that Royal Caribbean owns.
Absolutely.
And I couldn't not show you what this looks like. I mean, can you imagine being there and having this experience and just that view, let alone everything else? I am terrified of heights. I haven't done this yet, but I told myself that once we start sailing again and we go back down, that I'm going to have no regrets and I'm just going to go.
It's just one of those things you got to do.
Exactly. You really just bucket list right there. And with the view alone, I'll have to force myself to keep my eyes open during this one.
Oh, that's amazing.
It is. Honestly, Labadee, in my opinion, does not get the hype that it deserves. Right. So, and I know that Cheri has this amazing map, because I know we didn't go a whole lot over it, but she has this amazing map of Labadee that she can send you digitally. That will have what every kind of location has to do specifically for your group or for your family. So many different options at Labadee. But okay, I need to set a timer because I love Perfect Day at Coco Cay. Just look at it. I mean, looking at it, I have no words.
Phenomenal. That's what I would say.
It's honestly, it's so much fun. There's really no other day like perfect day at Coco Cay. This is where bragging rights are earned. So we like to say there are two ways to enjoy perfect day. There is the thrill side and the chill side. I am more of a chill person myself, but whenever I went, I did do the water park. So I have all the tips and tricks for you right now. Well, later on, because we're going to talk about the chill side first.
Yay!
So if you're a chiller like myself, you are going to want to know where all the beaches are and what each one has to do, or each one's vibes are.
Yes.
So Chill Island, I make the joke that you can hear a pin drop on the sand. It's so quiet over there. It's if you're looking for that beach day where you sit on the beach, you have the waves come in, and you really just want nothing going on around you. That's an amazing area. And what's really cool about it is that it's a walking distance to Chill Grill, which is a complimentary dining location, and you have your own full bar over there. And what really confused me whenever I went was I was expecting, like music to be coming out of the bar and stuff like that. And once you walk into the bar area, you hear the music, but I swear it's like 2 steps out, you hear nothing besides the waves again. Isn't that crazy?
You can choose whatever vibe you want, huh?
Exactly. And then we have Harbor Beach right here, which Harbor Beach, my goodness, it's perfect if you have younger children that you still want a beach experience, but you don't want the waves to be coming in as much. So Harbor Beach is actually where we used to tender into.
Okay.
So it's on its own little nook, in a sense. But it's absolutely perfect for families. And South Beach, we just reopened South Beach here in this last January, actually, January 2020, because we added, it's more of an active beach. So you get a lot of music over there from the rest of the island. You have that floating bar that you see right there, which absolutely recommend that. It is so cool. It is like, just go grab one drink just to say you did it. But it's so fun. And we also are going to have a sports court over there. We have sand volleyball courts. We have this really fun activity that it's like that big ball and you climb into it and you can go over the water in them. If you are looking for an active beach, you cannot go wrong with going over to South Beach. It's absolutely phenomenal and so much fun.
Okay, I got a couple questions. I want to stop right there. Okay, so first question, Viso's asked, are there going to be any overnights in Coco Cay that you know of?
I hope so. We haven't heard anything from High End the Ladder.
Okay.
But
we'll put that suggestion in the suggestion box.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Honestly, I don't know if I would leave if I was given an overnight.
Move in. And then the second question we have in the chat is from Cheryl Edwards, and I'm going to mess up this last name, Rakinski. Best beach to snorkel?
So the snorkeling will happen at Chill Island.
Okay.
Yeah, just because it's a little bit more relaxed and you don't have as much kind of going on in the water as you're going to have with activities in South Beach.
Nice. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. And then we also have even more ways to chill on the island. So we are going to have Oasis Lagoon, which is the largest freshwater pool in the Caribbean. And it's honestly, I didn't even realize I had spent 4 hours at Oasis Lagoon. And I was as red as a lobster. Like, if you have something red around you when you're looking at it, that's how red I was. I completely forgot. I was having so much fun. I forgot to apply more sunscreen. And because you don't notice, you're in that pool, and what you see closest to you where that shallow entrance is, it's a sloping entrance. there's like spouting fountains, and the children were having so much fun over there. But on the flip side, where you see that little hut is on the other side of the pool, that is a swim up bar that actually has a live DJ.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it is phenomenal. And that's where all the kind of adults gathered. And it's weird because I went over to the other side just to see how far I could hear the music, because of course I was still like technically working.
Right.
And I heard the music, but I didn't hear the hustle and bustle of the adults on the other side. And I was like, that's so weird. I was like, I was expecting something, but that's how big this pool is. And when you walk in, it's a soft bottom pool. So you don't even notice that you're standing, really. Hence why I looked like a lobster. Like, it was crazy. And lots of seating too, plenty. I was kind of concerned with my first time whenever I went, because I didn't really know how it was going to be. The island was just opening, and I didn't even have to rush to get off the ship as much as I did, because there was so much open. And even after everyone had gotten off the ship, there were still lots of options. I was very, very surprised.
Yeah.
And then beaches and cabanas. I know we just talked about the beaches, but the cabanas. If you and your family or your group, if you like to have one central location, absolutely consider having a cabana. FYI, they do sell out each time. We haven't had a sailing where they haven't been used. And so each cabana has its own attendant. It'll have some plugins for your phones. You'll have a massive cooler full of water waiting for you. And of course, like I said before, that attendant ready to go get you anything that you need.
That sounds amazing.
Sounds like the life. Like, honestly, if I could just teleport and stay at Perfect Day for the next week, even longer, I wouldn't be mad about.
Yeah, well, I already feel like a queen when I'm on the ship. I have my butler coming in and cleaning up my room every 5 minutes, and people bringing food, and I just feel like a queen, and I just can't even imagine having one of those cabanas. You would really feel like royalty.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy. I mean, honestly, knowing how I am, if I am super relaxed, I won't even realize that I fell asleep, and I can forecast myself doing that there.
Yep.
All right, so I know that we'll probably have questions, so I am going to go over the thrill side. It won't be as detailed, but the thrill side is also where you're going to find that you're going to pay. Anything that has to do with the water park, anything like that, is going to have some sort of monetary value behind it. But the Thrill Water Park is absolutely worth it. There are some packages where you can get the Thrill Water Park and the zip line together. The really cool thing about this zip line versus Labadie's is this has multiple stops along the way. So you're going to have 3 stops along your journey of ziplining over the Thrill Water Park. And it's really cool because they can try to shoot you with water. You can ask them not to and they won't. But if you want to cool down while you're in the air, you absolutely have the opportunity to.
Wow.
And then up and away, I mentioned earlier that I'm terrified of heights, but I had to do that. It's very similar for my Disney fans to the Disney Springs Bloom down in Orlando. Absolutely phenomenal. You see the amazing 360-degree view of the island, and really since internet does work on the island, if you purchased internet on the ship, it goes towards the island.
Nice.
I FaceTimed my mom from the very top.
Wow.
Yep, and I could not get enough. I was like, Mom, go get Dad. You have to see what this island looks like now. Because they saw they saw Coco Cay, before all of the facelift, basically.
Oh, right. The changes.
Yep. So it was so much fun to talk, like just show her that far up in the air.
Oh, I'd be all about it.
It was so much fun.
Right.
And then the Thrill Water Park. So there are so many different things to do within the Thrill Water Park. Daredevil's Peak is actually the tallest water slide in North America. And when I say that I was terrified and shaking for 5 minutes after I got off of that, I'm not joking. It was so fun. But it is 300 steps up, but you get the beautiful views of the island as you go in there. And
Right.
there are within that tower, like 2 slides that have the bottom that drops off underneath from beneath you. So you see, as you are kind of walking your way up the top, you see like grown men and women to children with like their hands like, over their chest, just waiting for the bottom to go down. And they look so scared. And I'm very concerned with myself when I say that I put that in the top 5 most entertaining things about the island.
I bet.
And then we have Adventure Pool. And Adventure Pool is very similar. I like to call it the mini American Ninja Warrior course because it's just an obstacle course in the water for kids. What's really cool about it is if you do have younger ones that really want to do it, but you don't want them to go alone, you can actually get into the water and walk them across it. It's very, very easy to do. And then we have Splash Speedway, which you get on your belly and you race whoever you're with, and whoever's first down gets bragging rights. It's so fun. I lost. I want to throw that out there. I'm a little salty because I lost.
Aww.
So I know, but it was still worth it. It was so much fun. Green Mamba. So that is still going to be attached to Daredevil's Peak Tower. There are also going to be like 3 other water slides along with there. Is all about the thrill with that tower. If you do not want to be scared, don't go to that tower because every water slide has it.
Nice.
We have the wave pool, which the wave pool is the largest wave pool in the Caribbean. And it definitely lives up to its name. And then the waves are 10 minutes on, 10 minutes off. And then we have the slingshot. I kid you not, I rode that 5 times. Because each time it's a different experience. Are you going to go forward, sideways, backwards? Every time it's different. And they like the little circle thing that it moves you around, and it's crazy, but it's so much fun. And it's always fun after you get off to, talk about it with your family right away and be like, okay, well, I did it this time. Let's try it again. And I don't think I waited more than 7 minutes each time.
That's not bad.
No, not at all. And you don't have to worry about bringing that floaty up. We have a conveyor belt to do it for you.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so much fun. I could have spent, and that also has, I think it's like 3 other family-oriented water slides along with it. So, yep. So we have almost like within the water park itself, like the Thrill Tower and the Family Tower.
Okay.
And then for kids, I definitely always want to make sure that you know that your children are taken care of whenever they come to the island. We have the Splash Away Bay right there where we have the drench buckets, we have the water slides, and then we also are going to have Captain Jill's Galleon, which is going to be an interactive play structure. And just kind of like an FYI, so you know your kids are taken care of, this is how large the island is. And we have 117 lifeguards working at all times.
Nice.
Yep. So literally you could not look around the beach and not see a lifeguard around. It was crazy. Or, I'm sorry, not just 1, but 3 minimum in your eyesight at all times.
That sounds great.
It is. And then before we go to questions, I did want to talk about the food that we have on the island really quick.
Yes, yummy.
Skipper's Grill and Chill Grill will be all about the buffet style. And when I say that there is everything that you could want to have in a buffet there, I'm not kidding. They had, oh my gosh, this burger that I had, let me tell you, I bit into it and it was the most juicy burger that I've had in so long. And we don't cook on board and then bring it to the island. We cook everything fresh on the island.
Fresh, yes.
Yes, and you can smell it as you're walking, which is crazy. And it just makes you even more hungry whenever you just ate.
Yeah.
I know, right? And then we also have 3 snack shacks around the island. And snack shacks are going to be more of a concession style. And they have something, if you go, do me a massive favor and try the shack chicken sandwich.
Ooh.
Don't ask me why, just let me know how it is. And then we have Captain Jack's, which is going to be the only location that you pay for food on the island. All of the other food on the island is completely complimentary.
Nice.
Captain Jack's has a live entertainer, and they have like chess and checkers and hanging rope swings. And I'm a little upset that the live entertainer was a Blackhawks fan. So he wouldn't play Gloria for me. But that's okay. We compromised, and he played one of my other favorite songs.
He wouldn't play Gloria.
I know. I was like, come on.
Come on.
But he made it really fun. And it was just really just entertaining to react with something like that. So absolutely recommend. And whenever I say it's not complimentary, you get steak fries, like this massive thing for $3, and the wings are 10 for $7.95.
Not bad.
No, not at all.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Any questions?
Any questions from the chat? That was a fantastic presentation, Lauren. Thank you so, so much. Let's go ahead and bring us up here on the side.
Yes.
You can see us a little bit there. Yeah. So anybody have any questions? I know we fielded a couple of them already. And we had so many people in the chat that were, telling about their experiences on Royal and just how much they love, all the different things, aspects that you were talking about. Jenner's Patters, as a matter of fact, just had a comment here. The taco bar on the island is even better than El Loco Fresh.
It is. It absolutely is. We have at least whenever I went, it was whenever the island first opened, and there were 4 different types of meat at the taco bar. I was like, really? I was like, whenever there's Cuban sandwiches, barbecue chicken, so many options. I was like, and you have all this different types of meat too. I was like, there's no way that this is all on one island.
It sounds phenomenal. And then Visos was saying that you can see all of this on his Navigator of the Seas vlogs.
Yes.
Yeah, and he was saying, don't forget the chicken sandwich, best food in the Caribbean. Amazing. Everybody was going right along with you. Lots of seating even when the ships are there.
Absolutely.
And then he was talking about perfect night at Coco Key was amazing with fireworks.
I'm so jealous you were able to experience that. I couldn't get down there for it, but I saw videos and it just looked phenomenal. That's something that I'm very much hoping that we bring back.
Yeah, so many great comments that we had here. And of course, a lot of people sad that they had some of them that were canceled. And then we have Devil's Peak was amazing. And then, Will Cooper said about the balloon, he was saying, I think, and the water slides and stuff is like, no amount of money can get me up there. but I bet it could be bribed. I'm thinking.
I was peer pressured into it, so
Oh,
I
really?
thought that same thing, and then everybody that I went with decided that if I didn't go, they were just I just didn't want to be the only person that didn't go.
You had to do it. So I'm going to throw up my banner here for you guys really quick. It's got my website there, awesomesunsets.com, or you can email me at Cheri@awesomesunsets.com and connect with me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And don't forget to check out Dean at the Live Place, you guys. Dean is an amazing person, and with him, launching this cruise category on there is just so amazing. I want to show a short video about the group cruise. So if you can hang on just a second, Lauren.
Sure.
Okay. We're going to get this to work, I hope. Okay, we're going to share screen here.
Good.
All right. So,
but if you want
hold on, let me cut this off here. All right. So, yes, if anyone is interested in the group cruise, why, let me know. We would love to have you. Royal Caribbean is just a fabulous cruise line. You will not be disappointed, I promise. And Lauren, I just want to thank you so much for coming today. This was so much fun.
It was. Thank you so much for having me. Any excuse that I have to talk about Perfect Day, I'll take it.
Oh, Will Cooper said he was referring to the zip line in Labadee. That's what he was like, no way I'm getting on that.
Honestly, that makes like my heart like beat thinking about it. I might need like a little bit more peer pressure in order to do that. So.
Oh, yeah. I'm all about it. I can't wait. So I love heights. Bring it on. So.
Oh gosh, they scare me so much. But hey, I'm not gonna do it now. Then when?
You only live once, right?
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much, Lauren. Stick around and we will chat afterwards. But I just want to thank everyone. Oh, look, there's Travel Adventures with Eric. Hello. And if I missed you in the chat, I am so sorry. Welcome to everybody. Thank you all so much for coming. And, don't forget to contact me or your favorite travel agent to get those vacations booked. So thank you all so much. I love each and every one of you. Have a blessed and magical day, and I will see you on the beaches of the world. Thanks, guys. Bye.